All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, how's everybody doing out there? Man, okay. Tekashi 6ix9ine, I think I told you guys early this morning, he and two of his former associates and also his former manager, Shotty, aka Treyway, all four of these individuals were picked up in the federal custody this morning after getting busted on racketeering charges. And I told you guys we would come back with more details when I found out just what exactly it involved in racketeering. And it is what I guessed it would be earlier. This is drug related. This is crime related. All that, I'm not going to say good stuff, but in a 17-page indictment that was obtained by TMZ, Tekashi 6ix9ine is facing 6 counts, all right? The most serious of the 6 counts was discharging a firearm while committing a crime, all right? That carries a life sentence and a mandatory minimum of 25 years in prison. Also, I would like to add that his ex-manager, Treyway, aka Shotty, is facing the same 6 counts. What that tells me is they're after the group in totality. They don't care who did the shooting, who did the planning. We just gonna bust all y'all and see who snitches on who. All right. Prosecutors say this is an act of violence that was intended to protect the gang's drug business, retaliate against rival gangs, and promote the non-trades reps on the streets. The feds believe Tekashi and his crew conspired to commit a slew of crimes, including drug deals, armed robberies, shootings. As a matter of fact, on April 3rd, the feds believe Tekashi himself pulled an armed robbery along with Shotty and 2 other members of the non-trade Bloods, and they held the rival gang member at gunpoint, and they robbed them for their guns as well. The indictment also mentions April 21st, the shooting incident at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. One of Tekashi's homies is the trigger man. They've pinpointed him on that. That was the incident involving Casanova. And there are other things that the feds say they can tie Tekashi and his crew to, which is including having heroin, fentanyl, MDMA, and marijuana. And they was just shipping that shit all over New York City. Now, I can tell you this. Tekashi was in court earlier today, and he has been denied bail and remain in custody pending trial. His attorney, Mr. Lance Lazaro, proposed that Tekashi be released if he paid the court fees. That would be $750,000 if he surrendered his passport and remained on house arrest, suggesting that he wouldn't be a flight risk under those terms. The attorney's request to get Tekashi out on bail was shot down, and they plan to file an appeal with the judge during a bail hearing that will take place tomorrow. According to TMZ, Tekashi was calm in court, even though his hands and feet were shackled. His family, including his mother, were present during his arraignment. And from there, it's just one of those situations where you just got to kind of wait and see this situation play out. I know a lot of people earlier were like, yo, this is a fake. This is for album promotion. And I didn't say anything. I didn't want to get back at any, people that subscribe to the platform. I didn't want to say nothing. But I knew this morning that this was not a fib. This is not like the kidnapping incident. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the real deal. You know what's been going on? The feds have been watching the internet. The feds have been watching this dude's popularity rise. And they've been using the internet, and a plethora of times that Tekashi's name has been mentioned in crimes. And they've taken all this and just put together this concrete case that this group has been causing harm to other people. Look, the feds are looking at these music videos that Tekashi's in. They're looking at this shit like all this is gang activity. That's what they looking at these music videos like. Like me or you, we look at a video like it's just for entertainment. They not looking at these music videos like that. They're looking at people who got hundreds of guns and videos. They're throwing red flag after red flag every which way around the video. And they're tired. They want to make an example out of Tekashi 6ix9ine. They usually go for more popular people. Look, here's the reality of the situation. And I say this unfortunately. Unfortunately, there are thousands of young brothers in New York. Let's just keep it in New York right now that tow guns, that commit robberies, that sell dope. It's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dudes doing that right now in New York City. You want to know the difference between them and Tekashi? When Tekashi glows the lifestyle, he does millions of views. When they do it, they do maybe 100 views, at best a couple hundred views. They don't got the clout that a Tekashi 6ix9ine has. And with that clout, his name is just a topic of conversation more. Meaning the fans were just tired of him and they wanted to zone in on that guy. They wanted to make an example of that guy. They're tired of that guy because they're making a lot of money. With the rap money, with the apparently looks like the drug money that they were making or planning on making. They want them. They believe that Tekashi 6ix9ine and his crew were about to essentially try to run a freaking drug lord around New York City. Like they believe Tekashi was trying to use this rap money and put it back into the streets. A lot of people will say, yo, that's just unfortunate for Tekashi because he's trying to give back to the people that he invested in, that helped him get to the position that he's in. He had real street ties, which allowed him the opportunity to say certain things on the internet because he knew he was protected. That's the whole gist of this. It's not just about Tekashi. It was the fact that Tekashi's brand became a brand because he had niggas, he had real niggas around him that were willing to back up the shit that Tekashi was talking. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is me talking personally. This is my opinion. I didn't believe things were gonna go down this quickly for Tekashi 6ix9ine. I had no idea all this shit that went south on them. They whole plan, they got an album dropping in it like 3 days. Their whole plan has went south all of a sudden. And to me, it just screams these were street niggas about a year and some change ago, about 18 months ago. These were street niggas with no buzz who they got, one of the people in their group got red hot, their name got hot, and then the internet became even a bigger platform for them. Tekashi used that internet platform with the best of them. And you look up right now and you're thinking, damn, they couldn't pull back from the life that they was living before they got the money. They were too deep in, and Tekashi was too tied to those people to ever pull back. And by the time Tekashi wanted to disassociate himself with his friend Shotty and other associates in his group and then the gang members, it was just entirely too late. Entirely too late. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I'll keep you guys up to date if Tekashi does and do get a bail and is on house arrest. It's going to be tough. I know the album, they were trying to get out by album time. Maybe they work something out with him tomorrow. But when you throw that word racketeering around, that means the feds don't want to see you see the light of day for a long time. All right? It's a 25-year minimum. Maximum life in prison is what Tekashi and his manager Shotty are facing, and the other two associates are facing even more than that. Keep you guys up to date when I get more details. Unfortunately, I am out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO. Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.